So don't let the astral entities dictate you, tell you what to do. They are no wiser than when they are here. So those who have their habits, they continue with their habits there. So don't think that, well, if I take my life, I can have a better life over there. It doesn't work out that way. So we have this karma here and karma there. You've got to pay off the debts. A lot of people are aware of karma here. Some people don't believe there's such a thing. But there's such a thing called karma, astral karma as well, which people don't realize that. So you go back there, they say, hey, you haven't paid off your karma yet. So you've got to pay your karma, your astral karma while you're there. You do this and you do that. If you don't, you get a minus point added onto it. So a lot of people eventually are forced into it, or coaxed, but they are made to think that they make the decision. Really, they are being coaxed into it. And you have those people there who play the role of supporting it. Oh, it's great, you should do this, you should do that. And back here, you have the same sort of people telling them, oh, you have a life purpose here. How many psychics will tell you, you have a life purpose here to fulfill? So these are the one consciously or unconsciously supporting the same lie. So everything is based on lie here, and everything is based on lie, and nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. The only thing that has changed is your mode of expression. You are using your astral body. So what happens to those who are in the astral? They too have their own suffering. Some people say once you go to the astral, you don't get your aches and pain anymore. That's true. You might not have your aches and pain, but there's a type of pain that's worse than the physical pain. This is a spiritual pain. It's an agony that people have to go through. And particularly the true being will experience that because they're cut off from that sort of truth and reality, from the true divine energy. So they're cut off. Here, you try to make the connection. And while you're trying to make the connection, have you experienced some sort of agony, a pain, because you feel cut off from the divine, and you feel, some days you feel as though you are in a very desert sort of place. You feel so dry and cut off. It's a spiritual thirst. And that is the sort of pain that you can experience. But over there you experience something very agonizing, and that cannot be quenched. And this can only be relieved or healed through the divine healing. And fortunately, we have divine beings of great love and power over there. They are the true healers, and they can heal you. And but these are not under the control of the evil controllers. These are like the rescuers, for example. They came into the astral in their own dimension. And the light have, for example, the amoebas. They can create their own dimension within that astral dimension, and they have their own path where those evil archons cannot enter. It's like having a password. You cannot get into their dimension. Now, from there, they come and they can help these people. And you also have, for example, people who believe that, well, if you are a great advanced soul, you can pay off your karma very quickly. For example, people they say, oh, like Sai Baba, for example, he can do healing. And that's against karma because you're healing people, you know. But they say they can do it very quickly. It's true. It's true only with those who know the loopholes. If you know the loopholes, you can either bypass karma or lessen karma. Let's say if people have 100 years of karma, 1,000 years of karma to pay, you might be able to pay it off within two years or within 2 months. But how many people know the loopholes? Very few. The ones who know the loopholes are, in fact, again, the amoebas, the rescuers. That's why they can come in and do the things and then get away with it, helping people and all that. You see, karma is a system where you are being punished for helping someone because you're interfering with someone's karma. And if you don't help that person, you're incurring karma too because you didn't help the person. So how do you know? How do you know the nature of the karma of that person? So what do? So my advice is that you do whatever your heart feels, your essence tells you is the right thing to do, and forget about karma. And when you're if you are in the astral, you do the same thing. One way of combating karma is not to accept karma. In other words, you are saying, I don't accept your rule. You don't accept karma, you do what you feel is right inside. And that's how you continue to do it until the final stage where all this thing is being rectified. Now, you might ask, what happened to those viables in the astral? Now, the viables in the astral, we have viables that are here, and we have viables in the astral. Now, the viables in the astral will congregate in a special place. We call it the third level. Now, this is not the third level of the evil creation. This is a third level of a special dimension that's been created. So they wait there until the time comes when everyone is ready. Then these are like a halfway house for them, where they are already being healed and all that, so that when the time comes, they are ready to be transported to the new dimension. And these viable astral beings are waiting there, like those here, and they will be collected too, and to go back to the new dimension. And hopefully, the astral will not be here for too long, and I hope that, in fact, every one of you in this room will not have to go to the astral when the time comes, because and I hope that all of you have a one-way ticket with no stopovers, so that you can go from here and back there, so you don't have to go to the astral and wait there and then go. So I hope all of you will be amongst all the candidates of who possess a one-way ticket with no stopovers, so that you can go straight. Because the astral world is not really a pleasant place, I can assure you. So don't be too eager to go there until your time comes. This afternoon I'm going to do an exercise on astral traveling, because we're talking about astral. So we'll do it later, not after your talk, we'll do that. Okay, thank you.